we talk about your garden, but a lot of people don't know this. You actually have bought a new plot of land, Scott. You're going to be breaking down that house and building an entire new house.
Yes.
So let's spend some time talking about how you're going to do this. You want to be really responsible and get a lot of the things you're using from Habitat for Humanity, the Restore.
Well, I mean, what we're doing, we close on a new house in the upcoming weeks, but we are building from scratch. It's a big process. There's an existing home on the lot. We bought for the neighborhood and for the lot, but the house is 60 years old, and it's a custom. It's a bit of a funny home. You walk into the basement through the front door, and it's so. But there are some things in there that are good, and so what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble instead of demolish the property, and we're going to be using a lot of the materials and products that we have in there and repurposing them for a charity home that we're building for another family.
Nice.
And it's something that a lot of people ask about in the shows. Oh my goodness, you guys are smashing everything. Well, we don't always smash everything. We smash things that are moldy, we smash things that have lead paint or that have issues that we can't, you know, properly repurpose them for somebody, but there are a lot of things that get saved and repurposed and donated as well, and I know that all of us do those same sort of ideas.
So you do that as well, Brian, when you do model homes, because all of that is going to be taken out and put somewhere else in, you know, 2-3 years.
Correct. So most of those model suites, the furniture gets used again, but most of the finishes in there, it just gets demolished, so it goes to Habitat. And when we renovate houses, and we renovate some really fabulous houses, we just can't use the materials that are currently in there.
Yeah.
So we're always, Habitat's always coming and taking out kitchens and bathrooms and doors and windows. Great product, it's just not, we can't use it again.
Right, and it's good stuff.
Great
And that's why
stuff.
people are sometimes there every week at the Restore, because it is kind of a hunt and peck situation.
You have to go hunting.
Yes.
So you're going to look for some great finds. We just did a job with Pan Am Games, and you can imagine we're building this amazing athletes village and all these places for a month. So all of the appliances and cabinetry that's coming out of Pan Am Games is all going to Habitat for Humanity as well.
Mark the date of the last day of the Pan Am Games.
That's the day you want to be able to
Habitat Restore. What I want to know is it a lot harder or is it more expensive to just disassemble than it is to actually throw the sledgehammer and things and take it over to a landfill site? I mean, it's got to be a little bit more labor intensive to make sure everything is taken out.
Yes and no. Yes and no. There's actually cost savings. It's a win-win, I say, because if you have a space, you have a property, and you're planning on doing a lot of demolition, you have to pay for labor, you have to pay for waste and dumping fees. But if you have materials that are salvageable, sometimes Habitat will come, they'll do the removal themselves. They'll come and actually take everything out, so you've got no labor cost, you've got no dumping fees, and if the stuff is got value, you can get a tax receipt. So you actually get paid to do it in a way, you know, as a tax benefit, and then somebody else gets the benefit of having those materials.
So if I'm the person that wants to put this stuff into my new kitchen, but it doesn't exactly fit, does it make sense for me to still go down that road? Yes,
I think you have to have a good installer if that's the case, and you have to look at it. There's not one answer. So you might see something that's, for example, a wood cabinetry. Well, if you need extra cabinetry, it's going to be almost impossible to match because that wood would have changed over time. But if you're planning on buying it and potentially then painting it all, it might work.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Restores, what's great about the products that are in those stores is that the trend now is repurposing and furniture-inspired built-ins and cabinets. So if you're creative and you're willing to put in a little elbow grease, there are doors, there are furniture pieces, there are cabinets that you could make as unique features in your space.
Right. I'd say, you know, treat it like winners. Don't go there looking for the red dress. Go there with an open mind. And then if you happen to find something that works, you get it.
And often.
Yeah.
And often. You have to go often. I have to relate everything to fashion. You understand?
Definitely. And talk to your friends, because
and talk to your friends.
and they might take pictures for you.
Thanks, guys, for all your contributions
Thank you.
today. Thanks for watching.